for everyone. And I say that respectfully. No, it's a trade though, me goddamn. My content ain't for everybody. That's okay. That was a trade though for me. It's not, and that's okay. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey, or you don't feel worthy. You matter and you are worthy, and you do matter, and I say that respectfully. Continue to be patient with time and day when it comes to healing, even if you're not mentally ready. Just don't shortchange your neighbor their life, and I say that respectfully. Just stay in your own lane. Jealousy and hate and envy, it ain't worth it, and I say that respectfully, because you can endure that pain and turn it into self-love when it comes to your confidence, that you matter and you're worthy not to overlook yourself, regardless of what you're going through, and I say that respectfully. Be mindful when projecting out on an innocent person who wouldn't deserve it that day. It's not that serious. Taking someone's life. My content is not for everyone, or let alone having jealousy, hate, and envy in your vein. It damn sure ain't worth it, neighbor. No, for real, you can actually love yourself another day. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's shade on me. What the hell is wrong with people? No, it's shade on me. You ever decide to go mind your business with the mind of your business and you start dating somebody new or whatever the case may be that's occupying your time and day? No, it's shade on me. Someone challenge you like, oh, coming out your comfort zone. I ain't trying to dim your light. I got your back. I got your back. Hey. No, it's really to the goal for me. So you decide to say, you know what? You wanted to go out, whatever the case may be. Why you decide to take your new little joint out or whatever the case may be, and you go pull up at your little spot that you go to on a regular. You know, this is your favorite spot at the end of the day. You know, you never gave nobody permission to go to this regular spot that you go to, whatever the case may be. Like an ex. No, it's changed over me. What the fuck? No, for real. Like this motherfucker pull up with they boo. And you trying to realize, hold on 1 second, boo, we not confused. No, for real. Because why a motherfucker trying to make you jealous of you being yourself when they cheated on you? No, it changed on me. I hope you get your shit together real quick and fast, bitch, because you cannot make me mad. No, for real, bro. I never understood this shit. You know how when you start dating somebody, whatever case may be, and y'all been together for so many years, and you tell them your favorite spots and shit. They know your favorite spots and shit. You feel me? It never switched up. It's only the train of thought for me. So they decided to bring they new booty or whatever case may be. Why this motherfucker get a table right across from you? You couldn't see me on the opposite side of the fucking restaurant? No, it had a train thought me. What the fuck wrong with you? No, for real, bro. Make it make sense, ma'am, sir. Hello? I didn't sign up for this one-sided ass conversation. No, it had a train on me. A motherfucker would try to make you mad because you being you, because you happy and glad. What the fuck? Evidently, I stepped out with somebody new and you stepped out being miserable. That's two different energies, boo. Hello, I'm happy with it. And you big ass mad. No, for real. You must have been gang stalking me. You must have been doing something out of the unknown because of the day. How the fuck did you know I was gonna come here in a Pacific time and motherfucking day? It's the check on me. Who the fuck watch me trying to disturb my motherfucking peace? No, for real. Then the motherfucker decided to say, you know what? I'm gonna say hi to my friend. What the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? No, it's literally changed over me. Your friend? You one sack of shit. No, for real. Because if I was the person that was with you at the day and I knew who the fuck I was in the day, I'll be mad too. No, the trait though, how fucking rude. No, for real. Because ain't no vocabulary within my love language, bitch. We are not friends. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't disturb my little piece over here. I'm trying to make something happen. No, for real. I may be trying to get a little goodies something today. I don't need nobody think we got anything going on other than that's the stalker. No, for real. Only for this motherfucker to walk over to the table. What's going on? Customer service. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I don't understand. Why motherfuckers think you gotta be cordial with them at the end of the day when you see your ex in public? Bitch, I didn't sign up for your one-sided ass conversation. Bitch, you too bold for me. Have a nice fucking day disturbing your motherfucking peace somewhere else. What the fuck? No, for real, for real. What made you think your happy ass to bring your dumb ass over here to speak to me at the end of the day? Did you not remember the last conversation we had? We was not at peace with ourselves. Bitch, I was not wearing a mask. Have a nice fucking day. It's a trade off me. I don't know what the fuck wrong with people at the end of the day. If you decided today to just separate from somebody for all the right reasons, it should be no reason why you approaching me, bitch. No, for real. You wanted to square up and fight me because I was willing to choose me to save my motherfucking life. Hey, you trying to disturb my motherfucking peace. Remember, I'm slow, stupid, and fucking retarded. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to have this conversation with my retarded ass about face. Pardon you, bitch. Have a nice motherfucking day. No, escalator trade, go for me. Oh, you gotta act like that? I don't know what prescription you on. I don't know what the fuck is in the air. But bitch, I ain't signing up for your one-sided ass conversation. I truly hope that you find peace somewhere else. Because the ambulance is on their way. No, there's a trade on me. What the fuck wrong with this motherfucker? No, for real, for real. Now, how the fuck it went from talking to your friend then someone trying to figure out, hi, friend? See, you done started some bullshit. And we're not even friends. And you know when you one of those exes at the end of the day, you're not trying to be petty. But fuck you, motherfucker. I'm not your fucking friend, bitch. I'm your motherfucking ex. No, for real, for real. The one that actually ran away. I've been saved. You see my date? No, it's straight off of me. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker would just don't understand them day. Remember, you disrespected me. You said I wasn't worthy of valuing your time and day. So why the fuck would you try to press the situation and try to have a fucking conversation with me? Hello, find some peace somewhere the fuck else. Go disturb somebody else, like one of your other exes or something. It's way to trade it over me. I never understood this dumb shit. When you let them go, hey, they still trying to find a way back home. Bitch, hello, not over here or tomorrow. A motherfucker gonna say, is it okay if we talk? We have nothing in common. What the fuck? And then not only that, were you that type of person in the day? Nah, I ain't even playing all that dumb shit with you. Nah, for real, for real. I moved on for the right reason, and I don't want to cause confusion over here because I got something good. You heard me? I know, for real, for real. I said what the fuck I said. Have a nice day, motherfucker. Somewhere the fuck else. Now I gotta fucking explain myself what the fuck just done happened. And I hope the motherfucker don't run away. Are you? Please don't. I really like you. When you got someone that's mature, that act their body weight on the shoe size, yo, that energy is different. It's like, damn, they not gonna hold you accountable from this conversation. Like, they not gonna pin that against you in the future. Like, yeah, you was talking to your ex and and all that. Oh. I'm at peace with myself. I ain't wearing a mask. Have a nice day, bitch. It's straight though for me. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. I introduced myself to someone, hold on one second. It was never competition to do you wrong. I actually had good intentions. I wasn't misleading you, hold on one second. I ain't had the perfect lines, but I just knew I'd be my authentic self. That caught your attention, who would've knew? True love wasn't blindsided, wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you. The energy is different. When someone could truly keep it real with you, someone wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Imagine someone truly telling you, hold on one second. What actually makes you uncomfortable on your worst day? Only the rest to hold on one second, to love your life, to make a mistake. Y'all both coming out your comfort zone, understanding that hold on one second, I ain't trying to do you wrong. I understood what you overcame when it come to pain and time and day. I wasn't the one who tried to project that mindset on you. Bad habits, the energy is different. How God truly showed you that true love can be real and one of a kind with the right one truly for you. Someone truly holding themselves accountable for their actions, being on the same page, emotionally available. Someone wasn't trying to have the cake and eat it too. Did I say that already? The energy is different when someone truly shows you passing over your reality today. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. I may be corny to you, but I'm not for you. So you can save the disrespect and the lame comments at the end of the day for someone who actually cares. And I say that respectfully. I chose me not to overlook me. You try to dim my light to discourage me. You wanted me to live in fear, only was to hold on 1 second. I didn't give up on my priorities. That was self-love that causes you to understand. Why I stay before myself that they understand my faith. Something that you couldn't relate to was going within to truly heal. Hold on 1 second. I never look at the competition, neighbor. Always be yourself with no misintentions when someone says that you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. I'm not itching your love respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. I love talking about love. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one truly for you. It wasn't lust. It wasn't a rejection because God was truly showing someone protection that day. Someone mental health was truly worthy understanding another day. Someone understood boundaries when it came to self-love. Hold on 1 second. That confidence that allowed you to come out your comfort zone when you almost gave up on a love department. How when the love of your life actually walked into your life to treat you right. Hold on 1 second. They didn't have to get physical. Actually expressing yourself to somebody, what you overcame, what you've been through. Only the rest of the love of your life healed that wound when it comes to trauma and pain because of unhealthy relationship. Someone truly shows it. Hold on 1 second. They can truly value your time and day. The energy is different. How when the love of your life walks into your life, they actually have to switch up on you. It only got better with time and day. How someone wasn't wearing a mask to get physical with you. The disrespect was truly one-sided. That's a reflection of your past and living in reality today. How someone could protect your heart. Hold on 1 second. Bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. It wasn't manipulation. It was real love. It damn sure wasn't lust, and someone didn't have to play with sports to get your time and day love. That ain't just different. It was genuine love. Someone was truly respecting you. Someone truly being faithful to you the first time around. Not one lie was told. So he allowed you to be comfortable in your own skin because someone truly saw the beauty within you. And it showed on the outside how God truly shows you that truly miracles could truly do happen. With healthy relationships, at the end of the day, the love of your life by your side being your biggest cheerleader, not to project pain. That ain't just different. How you gain the love and the best friend, the business partner, everybody's walk of life ain't the same. When someone truly walks into your life and so you're even exchange. How love wasn't supposed to hurt. How love wasn't supposed to be physical, emotionally unstable. Verbally, physically, emotionally unstable. Wow. Someone projecting that pain on you. Understanding what you overcame when it comes to time and day. Someone wasn't there to take your kindness or weakness. Someone actually saw you for who you truly was. Someone saying I do to the right person. Y'all both was on the same page when it came to common sense. How God was truly protected two people's hearts. Only the rest of hold on 1 second. A healthy memory is truly a dream come true. Imagine falling in love with the love of your life every single day. Even when you get lost in your words, hold on 1 second. You was able and capable of being vulnerable to the right person. The one that wasn't there to overlook you, but they got your back. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. The energy is different. It was real love. Something that you never experienced before. So much really keeping it real with you, love. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years. You put a name in your book. A healthy relationship truly became a dream come true. Imagine actually talking to somebody, getting to know them every single day the most healthiest way, knowing that their habits, when it comes to the patterns of eating, it starts to change. Having a snack or two, hold on 1 second, they was actually not rejecting themselves. They actually grew out of their bad habits. Only the rust, they had to heal trauma and pain still, and you was body side. Now one lie was told because you wasn't trying to dim their light. You was telling them everything was going to be all right. Imagine being by the right person's side. When they lose a loved one, only the rest, the hold on 1 second, you was truly holding it down. Imagine being by the right person's side when the world's against them. You truly knew how to still maintain a smile. Everybody get lost in their words sometimes. But when the right person walks into your life, they ain't here to discourage you because they see you to respect you. How opposites attract sometimes when you least expect it. How someone truly was acting their shoe ties one point in time in their life, but things actually changed because they wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. Someone didn't have to tell you to change. Hold on 1 second. How don't live in your reality today. How you grew up so much, only the realize maturity hits different when it comes to confidence. Who would have knew that someone would have been faithful to you? Who would have knew that you outgrew your bad habits? Who would have knew everybody's walk of life ain't the same? Because when you love somebody, the right person, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. Or just imagine this. You let go of your past, only to realize mentally you start to really mature. Everything that you thought was truly for you, you was only overlooking, you hurting yourself with your own words. You thought you knew what love was, only for the right one to walk into your life to show you to hold on 1 second. Love wasn't supposed to hurt. I gotta go. Always be yourself with no molestation. Someone truly praying for you, not against you. That ain't just different. That may not pray the same. You may not believe in God, but someone didn't have ill intentions. When they said, hold on 1 second, God actually brought you into my life. And someone actually meant what they said that day. Moving forward in the journey, how God was showing you better days ahead. And you wasn't misleading somebody because you wasn't wearing a mask. That ain't just different. When you actually can show up for somebody to show them that true love can truly last. I'm not hating on respect. They say fairy tales don't exist, but that's a lie because someone could truly walk into your life and it wasn't a lie. Always be yourself with no malicious intention. I say that respectfully. True love is not supposed to hurt. It's not. It doesn't matter about your upbringing at the end of the day, because someone can come from an unhealthy household. Someone never was taught how to love. Someone was not taught certain things when it comes to their upbringing, but they can truly walk into someone's life to bring the best out of the most healthiest way. And they are worthy of love. You know, someone be on the same page with them, emotionally stable. Someone actually communicating with them, be on the same page, not to mislead them with pain or let on gain. Not to mind manipulate them. The energy is different. You ain't got to play with spoken attacks where you get someone's time and day. Be mindful and wise when taking the right person's kindness or weakness, because you're going to realize the hold on 1 second, that was going to be truly a mistake. Because someone could truly bring the best out of you, only for you to reject yourself and the blessing actually walk the way to find somebody else, because God was pointing them a different direction for them to believe in their faith, that true love was real with the right person for them. And God did not allow them to overlook each other, because God had better days ahead. Only was the hold on 1 second. True love wasn't pointless conversations. I gotta go. Always be yourself, but no molestation. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. Humanity worthy. Protect your energy and protecting your family, and stay out of trouble. Humanity worthy. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God, and I say that respectfully. The blueprint that they endure with me when it comes to my anointings. I'm far from a hater, I'm far from a copycat, being authentic regardless of what's trained to throw when it comes to their mental health. But I'm far from a hater, don't run through my vein. I know how to respect my neighbor even on their worst day, just to stay in my lane. And it's just different. We want to operate the same. You know, when someone says that you don't have potential, regardless if they try to blackmail you, dig up your past, or try to make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you, never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya T, love, respect. Thank you for your time. And today is currently May 21st, 2025. They said, Joaquin, you're corny, you are nobody, but hold on 1 second, God had a better plan. Don't dim your light, neighbor, 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 you're humanity, you are worthy. Stop the violence, neighbor, 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 all the hate and the drama. Respect up, hates down. Hold on 1 second, it was never competition. Elevation looks different on everybody, comfort. Hold on 1 second. When you understand that, when you let go for all the right reasons, it was never competition when it came to someone's one side competing. Someone understood to take accountability of their actions when they chose themselves. Be mindful and wise when dimming somebody's light, because you may not have self-control. You may not have the proper discipline. You lack confidence within you. So because you lack confidence within you, you look at somebody like competition. You got the mindset of having hate and jealousy and envy within you when someone doesn't have that potential, because they want to see you win. They want to see you elevate. It's funny how when you motivate somebody by being your authentic self, you ain't got to try hard because it just comes naturally. Or you can inspire somebody by just being your authentic self. Sometimes folks ain't going to put respect on your name, but never change who you are at the end of the day because of someone's pain. It'd be the train of thought for me. They looked at you like competition when you was never competing. That self-love looks good on you, and I say that respectfully. Continue to allow yourself to show up for you when you was never in competition, neighbor. The energy is different. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket nowadays, because you could have no food in your fridge. You could truly be on an empty stomach right now, and someone with more than you will have the mindset of being jealous and envious of you. And the first thing they want to say is that you're mad, you're jealous, you're envious. And that was never the case. And this whole entire time, you was rooting them on, you respected them, you acknowledged them, you hoped they had a better day. You know, you said you even acknowledged that they had nice gear on, or their hair was nice, or, you know, the smallest little things that count as a neighbor. Thank you, no thank you. You know, and everybody, you realize that everybody's not for you. It's called respect still, regardless of someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. You know how the girls are dudes. There's no need to project spoilwork on somebody. There's no need to have hate and jealousy and envy towards somebody because someone is willing to choose themselves. You don't like the fact that someone has confidence. You don't like the fact that someone understands their faith. You don't understand that somebody has God in their life. And you dim your own light to project your mental health on somebody because of the fact that you have not healed within. Because if you truly have healed, you wouldn't look at somebody like competition. You wouldn't have in your mindset, I can't stand this person. You wouldn't have in your mindset of starting a hate train to have people go up against somebody because of the fact that you're miserable in real life, or because of the fact that you're jealous and you're envious, but you was wearing a mask really well this whole entire time. And then you sit there and hack people's devices, gang stalk them, project spell towards them, try to energy harvest off their energy, or even try to destiny swipe with them when they didn't even sign up for your one-sided conversation, all because they decided to acknowledge their neighbor. How this type of stuff actually happens in different communities that matter someone's tax bracket. But God sees everything. And one thing I don't do is worship the devil, and God has never been for sale, and God is not for sale. You could disrespect me all day long, but my content is not for everyone. It's not. I'm not here, genuine love, respect. And never give up on yourself because someone says you don't have potential, because the right person, the right people, regardless if it's a relationship, business-wise, it doesn't matter what it is in life, just going to the doctor or just meeting a stranger in the street, an associate, or even family. When someone is truly for you, at the end of the day, I say this respectfully. Respect will be a two-way street. They won't project spell work on you. They won't gang stalk you. And they won't put themselves in situations where they're blackmailing you to get you sucked at your free will or even have you robbed. And I say that respectfully. My content is not very body or sucked at your free will. Did I say that already? They wouldn't be part of the people that don't like you, having you gang stalked, having you having your devices hacked. They wouldn't be a part of projecting spell work towards you. They wouldn't try to instill your heritage. They wouldn't try to destiny swipe with you. They wouldn't try to energy harvest off your energy. Because people that's truly for you, they will protect you. They respect you. They don't overlook you. They hear you. They see you. And they don't have hate in their vein. And they will protect you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Regardless to what the enemy's trying to do to dim your light, or regardless to what the devil's trying to do to stop you from elevating. They wouldn't sit there and try to blackmail you to get you locked up or put you in the psych board. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I don't mean no disrespect, no shape or form. And one thing I don't do is run from my past. And I say that respectfully. You know, when your past don't live in your reality today, a lot of people would try to put a immature mindset of you, of who you're not, just so they can try to kick you down and create a narrative just to have folks look at you in a certain kind of light that's not truly you. All because you're deciding to elevate. It doesn't matter about your tax bracket. Because when someone is actually getting a life together, they're choosing themselves first. It's one thing when you don't choose yourself because you're not showing up. But when you're choosing yourself, you try it for effort. They're going to continue to try to kick you down. But that love that you have within you, it wasn't an overnight process to gain. It wasn't. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. Because God saw everything, because God was leading you to better days ahead. And you don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. So they continue to blackmail you all day long. Continue to stand up for yourself, and I say that respectfully. especially when you don't got hate in your vein and you know how to respect your neighbor regardless to if they're not supposed to sit at your table or not. That's the problem with people today is that they disrespect you and say, oh, they rather take your creativity or they rather sit there and not put respect on your name after you could help them with something or you showed up for them or whatever the case may be. They rather not put respect on your name. They rather dim your light or they'll sit there and play you close and they say in the background behind closed doors, I'm not a girls, I'm not a dudes, I don't like this community, I don't like this person, whatever the case may be. But they'll walk into your life to try to get your free will out in your pockets or your eyesight. All because they think that you're vulnerable, you're slow, stupid, and retarded. But God didn't make no such thing within you. Everybody in life deals with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and more. It's not competition when it comes to healing trauma and pain. If somebody is not for you, it should be no reason why you're going out your way to kick somebody down. Or because you have jealousy and hate and envy within you. And if you didn't have that mindset and you keep talking about you're so healed, you wouldn't be trying to kick the next person down. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I know for one thing for certain, two things for sure, at the end of the day, I say this respectfully. If someone motivates me, or if I'm inspired by somebody, I know how to give someone respect when it's due. And I say that respectfully, excuse me. And I don't project spoke in a toxic way towards my neighbor. But I do say this. The stuff that you go through behind closed doors, that certain folks don't see or relate to. You're going left, and you're hurting yourself, when you should be going right. You know, when certain individuals come into your life, or you see somebody as motivation, or you see somebody as somebody inspiring, there's no need for you to have the mindset of having jealousy and envy and hate towards you. That person may not be for you, but your neighbors do know how to respect you. That's like someone opening a door for you, right? It's either thank you or no thank you. I'm not being disrespectful or aggressive towards anybody. I just said thank you and no thank you. Because all help is not good help. And when you least expect that same person that held the door open for you is the same one behind the scenes trying to get you robbed. Because someone that you told that you didn't want them in your life anymore, they're trying to do you wrong. I didn't give nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. And today is currently May 25th, 2025, and it's 8:08 p.m. And I say that respectfully. I never did. I don't work with anybody when it comes to my creativity. How you got your next door neighbor in different area codes telling you every move, what you wearing, what did you eat, did you take a shit today? How the gang stalking is really real, and when you speak up for yourself, they call you crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. But you know, when you don't worship the devil and you don't play with spoken in a toxic way, God sees everything. How someone won't put respect on your name. They rather disrespect you at the end of the day. You see somebody in passing. They don't have nothing to say, but behind closed doors, they have so much to say. They have so much disrespect towards you. How they can take your creativity or take your ideas and benefit off of it, but won't say, you know what, neighbor, here's a gallon of milk. Here's some bread. Are you okay today? You know, we all don't operate the same. Like someone could be walking down the street, right? They could be homeless. They could not be homeless. You acknowledge your neighbor. I wasn't doing it for likes and views. But here's a couple of dollars, neighbor. Someone says they're hungry. Okay, I'll go ahead and get you something to eat. And then it's funny how when you do certain things for certain individuals, how people feel like it's supposed to be for clout and views. If you're doing something from the heart at the end of the day, it comes authentic. You don't sit there and put it out there as, you know what, I'm gonna do this as a subtitle so you can gain respect on your name, to clean up your image. Because people do stuff like that for clout and likes and views. Oh, it was a random person that did this. It was a random person that said that, when it really wasn't. You know, God sees everything because God is not for sale. You know, when someone is actually homeless, they're not doing it for likes and views. When someone is going through trauma and pain with their mother and their father, they're not doing it for likes and views. They're not trying to take someone else's storyline and use it as their own. It's certain individuals at the end of the day that is not able to pick up a phone and speak to the guardians. It's not able to talk to certain individuals at the end of the day because God was protecting their mental health for all the right reasons. How you can say that your family or you're there for somebody at the end of the day, but all you want to do is talk about something like a bad habit. You could be there for everybody else, even folks that's not even blood related to you. How you pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm having a housewarming. Hey, I'm having a birthday party. Show up. Oh, I'm too busy. But someone else having a birthday party the following night. That person showed up. You know when those phone calls start to get really pointless at the end of the day? Because folks want to just be in your business. They don't want to show up for you. They don't want to see if you're okay. They probably see a picture of you or watch a video of you and like, all right, they good. But instead of them going knocking on your door, they wouldn't do that. But they would go and show up to someone else's state, someone else's country, and bypass you. Everybody's trauma and pain is different. And someone is not doing it for likes and views. And it's disgusting how people would dig up somebody's past just to try to humiliate them. How people truly do this stuff. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person, giving them a compliment, or being in a relationship with somebody, or having a conversation with somebody, only for you to find out they turned around and blackmailed you to have you robbed and have you sucked at your free will. How this type of stuff actually happens. All because of the fact that you said, you know what? Let me come out of my comfort zone. You know, I'm always holding myself back. I'm always doing this. I'm always doing that. Then you realize at the end of the day, why you do what you do, how you move the way you move. Because you wasn't trying to hurt yourself. But when God sends all the right people into your life, they will not hurt you. They don't have to be blood related to be family. And I say that respectfully. They won't look at your gifts like competition. You know, like if you had a sibling or a guardian or a family member or a friend or whatever the case may be, they may be gifted and talented too. The support that you thought you wanted at the end of the day, they wasn't there to show up for you. But they were so supportive for everybody else but you. And then when you speak up for yourself, they say you're slow, stupid, and retarded. I wouldn't do such a thing. I treat everybody equally. But now Allah was told, because you stand before yourself today, as the man and woman that you're becoming, they missed out on so many moments of your life. They gave up on you, they overlooked you during your journey, but you didn't give up on you. Regardless of who tries to blackmail you with your past, never give up on yourself, because you have potential becoming your best self version of yourself, even when they say that you don't have potential. Like content is not for everyone. It's like people do stuff for likes and views when it comes to God. But God was never for sale. That ain't just different. Somebody respects somebody, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Someone will have the mindset of having jealousy and hate within them. If it wasn't jealousy and hate within them, why would you be sitting there projecting sport towards somebody? Why would you be having someone's next door neighbor in different area codes tell someone's every move that they didn't sign up for? Why would you be having someone look like they're crazy because they're speaking up for themselves? Because you can control the narrative of someone's life. So you can paint them out to be crazy. Because you decide to dig up somebody's past to try to blackmail somebody when that doesn't even live in a reality today. How this type of stuff happens. How someone will try to get you locked up, put you in a psych board. Try to paint a scenario on you because people pick and choose who they want to bully. You know, like when you live in an environment, regardless if you're in the hood or not, or you got next door neighbors or whatever the case may be. Like certain people will play music at a certain time of the day, right? And then when you start to play music at a certain time of the day, they want to paint you out to be the villain. Oh no, we don't do this around here. Oh no, we don't do this. But they pick and choose when they want to do it. And then they try to blackmail you to have a petition go up against you to get you locked up and put you in the psych ward because of the fact that it's you. Or then when you speak up for yourself, that when you speak up for yourself because someone may have hacked your devices. No, they did. And it didn't matter what tax bracket someone was in when they hacked your devices. How individuals, because of their tax bracket, and they know so many people in different departments and different neighborhoods or whatever the case may be, to manipulate the innocent person, to paint them out to be crazy. And when this whole entire time the innocent person wasn't lying. You know, sometimes we overlook certain individuals because of the fact that it took a group of people to become followers instead of being leaders. Someone tells you not to like somebody. Someone tells you not to do this, to not respect somebody. Someone tells you to gang stalk somebody because they made up whatever they made up. Would you want somebody to do that to one of your loved ones? Your loved one won the lotto. Them loving themselves, right? That was the lotto ticket, self-love. And because they chose themselves and it was the luckiest winner, right? Now someone is out here trying to rob them of their self-love. Now someone is trying to rob them of their free will. Until it's your household, then you say, you know what, it's not okay. Because you know why? This person didn't do anything to nobody. This person's a good person. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because it's not always has to do with money. And it's disgusting to see that jealousy and envy has to take play when it comes to this type of stuff. It doesn't matter if someone's more financially stable than the next person or not. Someone knows how to respect their neighbor. You're not for me, I know how to stay my distance. You bypass, I'm going to stay right here, continue to push. I ain't disrespect you, I ain't put my hands on you in no shape or form. But people will blackmail you and say, oh, you was aggressive, you was disrespectful, you was this, you was that. Just to get you locked up and put you in the psych ward. How this type of stuff actually happens. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to someone that didn't know how to respect you. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself when you didn't have to hurt yourself or others around you. Everybody vents differently. And because everybody vents differently, it's taken as, oh, well, I want to get you locked up. I want to put you in the psych ward because I got controlling issues. How this type of stuff actually happens. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket for someone to have jealousy and hate and envy within them. And then the first thing that the person is saying that has this mindset, if you didn't have that mindset, why would you be gang stalking somebody? Why would you be picking up the phone or texting the next person, telling someone their every move and every whereabout? It's a train of thought for me. It should be no reason why you pick up the phone and saying, hey, they just left out just now. I'm going to send you a picture of what they wearing. Act like you don't know they're in there. All right, let me know when they go to the next store. All right, let me know when they put that drink down. All right, let me know when they go back into the laundromat. All right, let me know when they're walking back to the building. Let me know when they walk back to their car. Let me know when they walk back to the house. Or they're in the doctor's office right now. All right, let me know when they get out the ER. How this type of stuff actually happens. Gang stalking is real. Especially when someone didn't sign up for it. Because someone decided to hack somebody's devices to blackmail an innocent person. This type of stuff actually happens. You can acknowledge somebody, respect them, and they will bring somebody in to act like they're for you, or act like, hey, collective, we got your back. You changing people's lives out here. Only to realize this whole entire time they was hacking your devices. You send someone, you acknowledge your neighbor under the comment section. You acknowledge your neighbor, they had nice shoes. Next thing you know, someone's gang stalking you. And then people saying, oh yeah, we had a conversation when you never did. How they would use your voice and interpret words that you didn't say. Or they would see you under they would see you in a live or see you under the post and they would shout you out just to make it seem like you had a conversation with them. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. And it's some people who don't care about other people's kids. But there's mothers and fathers that do have children. And they wouldn't wish for this to happen to their babies, for their child to be blackmailed because someone has lack of self-control or lack of self-discipline. How this type of stuff actually happens. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket. Someone could be going to a basketball game, God forbid. The mother and father knew where that child was going. Didn't matter how old that baby was. That's still somebody's baby. And for someone to get shortchanged of their life because of the fact that someone had lack of self-control, because someone wasn't a good basketball player, because someone wasn't able to join a basketball team as a kid, or someone wasn't able to join a basketball team becoming an adult. So now they want to say, you know what? I want to shortchange this motherfucker life. I can't stand that motherfucker. They parents is fucking good to them. I can't even fucking pick up the phone and call my own fucking parent to fucking make something happen for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. Imagine pick up the phone and your moms and your pops can't help you. But for someone to see somebody else moms and pops show up for them with a split up for a second. Are you hungry? I got you. You need a couple of dollars? I got you. You need a new wardrobe? I got you. I ain't got it right now, but I got you. Somebody would be jealous of that. Someone will be jealous of a bond that someone has family. Someone will be jealous of a bond that someone gets genuine love from folks and ain't even got to try hard. It can be strange as and all. How someone just get natural love from people at the end of the day because they authentic. Like, people would really be jealous of that. It ain't got nothing to do about likes and views and comments and all that. It ain't got nothing to do about that. Because someone is authentic. How this type of stuff actually happens. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. And I say this respectfully. When someone says that you don't have potential, don't guilt on yourself. Don't reject you because someone wasn't willing to choose you. Don't reject you because someone didn't know how to respect you. And I say that respectfully. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. They would never be sitting there trying to gang stalk you. They would never be sitting here, you know, like someone randomly, a stranger, come up to somebody. Hey, I got a position for you. I need you to watch this person every move. I'll give you a couple of dollars. Mind you, this person did nothing to you. They ain't have to do nothing to you. But you picked and chose when you said, you know what? Well, they did piss me off this one particular day. Matter of fact, it wasn't that serious, but fuck it. I guess it's payback. And only for you to realize you became a follower, not a leader. It didn't matter if you had a moms or a pops around to raise you. Because people pick and choose who they want to bully when it comes to, hold on one second, I want to reject my neighbor. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? It wasn't about you, they said neighbor, 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 neighbor. They said it wasn't about you, but they truly made it about you. You was far from that crowd shout. That's they envisioned that day, that hold on one second, they gonna make you mentally unstable. They wanted you to be the biggest crash out of them all, project the spell work to do you wrong. Only right you was catching your blessings right to left, not to reject yourself. Hold on one second, because God was really holding the wheel, holding you down. Hold on one second, not to make you mentally ill. They thought you was better than somebody when you wasn't trying to catch a case. You just understood your faith while you stand before yourself today. It wasn't a game. It was actions spoke loud in words to heal trauma and pain. You understood your elevation when it comes to growth. Hold on one second. I was maturing. I wasn't acting my shoe size and have hate in my vein. I was acting my body but understanding my growth. That ain't just different. Never looked at my neighbor like competition. I understood to stay in my lane when I understand my existence. That ain't just different. Always be yourself with no less intention. I say that respectfully. I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. And I do not work with any third-party conversation when it comes to my creativity. I'm not begging nobody to like my video, subscribe. You can save the evil eye for your moms, tell her all the lies. I'm far from a copycat, far from a hater, authentic, got you bent out of shape when you try to project the case on me. Because I understood my intuition. Hold on 1 second, I wasn't the mistake to myself. I was trying to choose myself. Understanding confidence, bother your eyes, say when it came to time and day. How you projected the trauma on me. Only was the hold on 1 second. I continue to still elevate. How you gotta poison my food, poison my drink, said I wasn't worthy, said I was truly the fool, try to get me locked up, put me in a sight ball, all because you wanted to dim my light to rob me. And only was the hold on 1 second, God was really holding me down. Not to see me frown. You don't want me to maintain my smile. Trying to get me locked up at the end of the day. All because you had self-control issues when it came to lack of confidence. It'd be the train of thought for me how folks actually have this mindset. I was never looking at my neighbor like competition. I hope you find peace within your own lane, in your own lane, neighbor, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no intentions, and I say that respectfully. I wasn't trying to fit in. I'm far from a rapper. I'm just authentic. The energy is different. You disrespected me at the end of the day. Regardless if I knew you or not, but goddamn, I still knew how to respect my neighbor to stay in my lane. You loud sing, I ain't even gonna go there. I gotta go! Always be yourself with no intentions. Always be yourself with no intentions. I say that respectfully. It's funny how someone sits there and says that they're trying to humble you. But this has always been you, authentic. When I first started doing my creativity, I started on Instagram first. I started off with posts, and then I started off with little jokes. No, educate on me when you know you know. Them hating ass bitches was watching me this whole fucking time. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Regardless to who's rooting for you or not, when you're your biggest cheerleader, the energy is different. They would never understand that empty stomach, what really humbled you. And I say that respectfully. You've been through worse. Trauma and pain, they would never understand that you ain't built the same. So when they try to dim your light to discourage you, they would never understand the faith that God endured within you. You wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. I wasn't looking for a hand, I just knew how to respect my neighbor. It's funny how they sit there and take your creativity, talking about they on the way to the bank, but they know how to put respect on your name. Goddamn, neighbor. It'd be the train of thought for me. How they play with spoke in a toxic way to confuse folks around individuals at the end of the day so they won't see your light. But God saw them. Hold on 1 second. Showed them your potential. You truly worthy to actually not to overlook you. How they saw jealousy and envy and hate in these motherfuckers' eyes. Only rest to hold on 1 second. The lies didn't add up anymore. Damn, you mean to tell me at the end of the day you wanted us to kick down the wrong person? You wanted us to kick down the wrong person that was willing to choose themselves to better themselves because you lack self-control when it came to discipline? It be the training of thought for me. We ain't the same. I know how to respect my neighbor, even days when I can't see. I found peace. What's healing if you don't find peace? I make that shit look easy. I don't look like what I've been through. You gonna swear up and down. You gonna swear up and down. I do spell work in a toxic way. I don't actually operate in that mindset. I got healthy habits. At the end of the day, and I say that shit respectfully, even on an empty stomach, I still elevate. I'm thanking God every single day, showing me better days ahead. Regardless if my neighbor look at me like competition when I was never competing, I understood self-love is going to truly be discipline. To understand that, hold on 1 second, that wasn't my weakness. I understood healing, trauma, and pain. That self-love came unconditional love. Even when I get lost in my words, I still be patient with time and day. They wanted me to be fucked up when it comes to my vocabulary, but God allowed me to see my faith. I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. How I took the opportunity to choosing me when folks was laughing at me, talking about God ain't real, but God's been keeping it real. The energy is different. I still knew how to respect my neighbor, even days when I couldn't see. You would never understand what I've been through, overcoming. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I know what I've been through. I know what I overcame. I don't give a fuck how folks pay me out to be the villain in their story, because at the end of the day, I was still catching my dreams. I was willing to choose me, not to overlook me when you try to humble me. It'd be the train of thought for me. The disrespect was real, but hold on 1 second. That clapback was even realer. You know, that confidence. You said I had a low IQ score, but it was high in the motherfucker. That ain't just different. It was trying to heal trauma and pain. To understand I wasn't trying to get discouraged another day. Yeah, everybody deal with depression, anxiety, PTSD. Motherfuckers would try to have you bent out of shit to catch a case, saying that you're mentally not stable, but God was really showing you potential, actually elevating your mental. They would never understand that, hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to keep up with the Jones. I just knew I respect my neighbor, stay in my lane. That energy is different. They look at you like competition when you was never competing. They be dibbling down but spoken in a toxic way. And they didn't even know how to communicate to go with them. They fucking with the wrong receiver. It be a train of thought for me. They was talking about God's timing, but goddamn, you actually lied at the end of the day because God allowed me to see my face. Something that you couldn't relate to. That's what you had to sneak this me. You wanted me to be down, but I'm smiling. That's what make you frown. On the inside, you can't even wear a mask no more because it fell off only was the whole on 1 second. You was fake this whole fucking entire time because you wanted me to reject me. But God was sleep protecting me. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I wasn't trying to fit in. I just want to respect my neighbor. Never feel wrong for showing someone love and respect. I say that respectfully. Even when they try to blackmail you behind fake pages and try to lie on your name or whatever the case may be. Always remember the beauty starts within. The heart they can't take away. How faithful you truly are to yourself, to respect your neighbor. You ain't got hate in your vein. You ain't operating insane. That ain't just different. I don't look at my neighbor like competition. They got all these distractions going on right to left. But the ones that truly for you at the end of the day gonna show up for you good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We wasn't doing it for likes and because of cloud chasing. That is just different. Be yourself. I say that respectfully. Being patient with time and day. Healing trauma and pain. You can't wear a mask when you show up for yourself because that footwork actually got to make sense to actually put that work in to understand that you truly are worthy. I ain't talking about drugs, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I'm not aging your love respect, and my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But loving yourself is not a crime. And when God sends the right people into your life, it will be a two-way street when it comes to respect. It won't be jealousy or hate or envy within either anyone, because you have a past, they have a past, and they understand why they stand before themselves today. They're not running from it, but they just know how to respect their neighbor when they know, hold on 1 second, we was never in competition. I gotta go. It's a difference. Hello. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm not your on respect. I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. So never give up on yourself because someone lacks self-esteem or they got confidence issues or whatever the case may be. They look at you like a threat. Or because you didn't reject you. Excuse me. You didn't reject you. They wanted you to overlook you. I would took a group of people, they say I'm laughing at you. And nothing was funny this whole entire time. All the lies they told. You have to get physical. And I say that respectfully. Another thing too. It don't matter what relationship it is. And I say that respectfully. When someone says that they don't want to be bothered with you no more, it should be no reason why you blackmailing somebody against themselves. That's like a marriage or a relationship. It doesn't matter what relationship it is. It should be no reason why you're using old text messages, old emails to blackmail somebody. And then behind the scenes, you're hacking their devices. And then behind the scenes, you gang stalking them. And then behind the scenes, you playing with spoken in a toxic way. And then behind the scenes, you using live chats and just to blackmail somebody, to manipulate somebody, just to disrespect somebody, to have them robbed because someone doesn't want to be in your life no more. And you know how a person can actually be when they're in your life. They can respect you. They actually value your time and day. But you had so much excuses why you couldn't show up for somebody. You had so much excuses why you didn't want to be with somebody. But then as soon as they pull their energy away, now they're so irrelevant. Now is, oh, I wish I would have changed things around. But when you was disrespecting them, trying to humiliate them, and then you go to third-party conversations when someone says, I don't want to be bothered with you anymore because you did some bad things towards somebody. And then you're trying to figure out, I don't understand why this person did this to me. I don't understand why. Why would you kick me out your house? Why would you kick me out your car? Why would you do that? You know, God saw everything regardless if you manipulate somebody or not. And then you're behind the scenes of having somebody robbed or said that they free will. Nobody is deserving of getting a phone call because regardless if they have family or not, or they deal with their family or not, it's somebody that loves this person. It's somebody that respects this person. And they will hate for something to happen to that innocent person. because they're counting on that person to show up with the genuine authenticity love that they give. That ain't just different. And certain individuals have the mindset as to when you part ways from them, they want to control your life. They want to control the narrative, how you operate and move forward in your life. But they didn't know how to show up for you or respect you. They had ill intentions towards you. They damaged your property. They disrespected you. They tried to manipulate you, bring harm towards you. But they don't talk about all the stuff that they did to you behind, but behind closed doors. They say, you know what, I got a plan. I want to have this person robbed. So now you got people in different communities and different vocabularies trying to rob somebody now, or trying to have someone plotted against to have them say that they free will. How this type of stuff actually happens. I would never have the mindset if someone tell me, hey, we can't date anymore. I'm not psyching you at your free will. And how this type of stuff has been going on a little bit too long in a lot of different communities. It's not just the LGBT community. And I say this respectfully. When someone says that they don't want to be bothered with you no more, it's no reason to have them robbed. It's no reason to have them cite that they free will. Someone says they're done with the relationship, just walk away. It's a train of thought for me. Stop the violence. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And I say that respectfully. And it just goes to show you at the end of the day that you've been plotting on this person for a very long time. And when you've been plotting on them for this very long time at the end of the day, then you try to blackmail a situation and say, oh, well, they probably hurt themselves, or they did this to themselves, or they did this to themselves. When you this whole entire time, you was the one that was trying to hurt them, just to cover up your ass so you won't go to jail. But God sees everything. Then nobody got to tell a child of God when someone is trying to hurt them, when they already know. And when they were speaking up for themselves, they was far from a snitch. It'd be the train of thought for me. Because God forbid, and this type of stuff actually happens when someone loses their life after the fact. Now, 9 out of 10 is at the scene when this could have all been prevented because someone should have been doing a job. Because someone got lack of self-control. It doesn't matter if someone has a 1-family household or 2-family household for people to have this mindset. Because someone says they don't want to be bothered with you no more, now you're having a temper tantrum. Now you want to disrespect somebody. Now you're trying to embarrass somebody. Now you're trying to humiliate somebody. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket at the end of the day. Because you could be the most wealthiest person alive. It doesn't matter if you know somebody or not. You could just acknowledge somebody. You could say, you know, have a good day. You could be walking and passing by somebody. And this first thing that someone has to say, hold on 1 second, you're a target. And because you became a target, you don't have to know the person. And now they want to take out your free will. But you know, God sees everything. And I say that respectfully. So people start to recruit new people. And even if they don't start to recruiting new people, God sees everything. Because God didn't sign that child of God up and that chosen one, that divine one, for that one-sided conversation, for them to be psyched that they free will. Or let alone for something bad to happen to them. I don't want you to have a good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no intentions. Someone will seem like they're supporting you, showing you respect and love, but this whole entire time, they had nothing but envy within them. They don't like the fact that you're more gifted than them. They don't like the fact that you're more spiritual than them. They don't like the fact that you get genuine love from folks in different area codes, and folks actually respect you with no misintentions. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. When the right people walk into your life, respect will be a two-way street. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I never work with anybody, and I say that respectfully. Have a safe year, day, evening, weekend. You may you're worthy. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? Confident looks good on you tonight, neighbor. It's a train of thought for me. You are beautiful and you are handsome, and you do matter. And I say that respectfully. Peace and respect, your neighbor. Stop the violence. She mighty worthy. Don't dare me alike. Go, you neighbor. Don't dare me alike. Stop the violence. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. So never allow someone to make you feel like you have to reject you because they wasn't willing to choose you. And I say that respectfully. When God sends the right people into your life, they don't got hate in their vein. Respect's a two-way street. They don't look at you the competition when it comes to elevation. We all don't operate the same, and I say that respectfully to match someone's tax bracket that day. You matter, you're worthy. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect. Stay out of trouble. Protect your energy and protect you and your family. You matter and you are worthy. And you are loved and respected by all the right people that's truly for you. Today is currently May 21st, 2025, and it's currently 8:41 p.m. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening. No, it changed on me. I got it, girl. Only thing is that when no one last sentence, I need a shower. Oh my God. Have a good time.